I just did that to captivate you, to make you want to watch my video. Right? So that's the opening of this video about Jurassic Park. Shooter! Shooter! Great opening, man. And then it's the raptor, you don't see it like Jaws, you just see the cage and everything. Sorry, I can't show clips. I've done this with The Last Jedi and Attack of the Clones, but I showed clips. So it's a giant fucking waste. So I'm not showing clips now, but now they're at the introduction when they're brushing this fucking thing, and then this fucking dinosaur shows up like the bones, and Sam Neill, what's his face character, like is introduced immediately. He doesn't like kids. He introduces the dangers of the raptors. I remember I've seen this 1,000 times, but it's been a while now, and I remember this as being a perfect fucking film. I remember this was in the 90s, early 90s, and I remember we had a VHS of the film, me and my brother. My sister didn't give a fuck about dinosaurs, right? I think like before Marvel and every superhero crap, kids fucking love dinosaurs. I had all the dinosaur books and I knew everything about dinosaurs. I don't remember crap about it now, but anyway, we had this VHS. I think it was red, actually. The cassette, whatever you call it, fucking English, but red, and me and my brother watched it so many times. So I remember this as being a perfect fucking film. But I'm watching it, and I'm gonna update you like this every, once in a while. So I'm watching Jurassic Park. I'm just 14 minutes in, and I've written notes. So people accusing me, if there's someone accusing me of not giving a shit about this channel I'm doing, half-assing it, that's true. But now I'm giving a little bit of shit, just a little shit. I'm giving a little bit of shit because I wrote notes, all right? So the first note is Harrison Ford. Harrison Ford was offered the role of whatever his face is, Sam Neill. But Harrison Ford declined because he felt like it was too similar to Indiana Jones. So Richard Attenborough was supposed to replace what's the fuck his face? The guy who made Jurassic Park. But I believe this is true. I might be wrong. It's off the cuff. It's off the cuff, right? But he was supposed to be more of a villain. I think he was that in the books. But Richard Attenborough is so likable. And if you think about it, like, how is he not a villain? But Steven Spielberg made him way more interesting with his monologues later in the film and everything. And that scene when Richard Attenborough shows up after digging the fucking dinosaur and everything, he gives them a clear motivation. Sam Neill and Laura Dern, which actually both of them looks great even now. They're like 500 years old, but they look great. That doesn't matter. Anyway, he gives them a clear motivation, and that is, I will fund your research for this and this long time period if you join up. So they get oh, fuck this pen. God damn it. Fuck this pen. Yeah, okay, so that's it. Matrix. So it reminds me of Matrix structure-wise. If you watch the Matrix, the first half is just a brilliant way of showing of exposition. How to make exposition interesting. How, like, he's showing it in an interesting way with Mufasa, with Morpheus fighting Neo in this fucking thing, but you know, there's exposition along the way. Neo jumping from a fucking building and fucking, you know, couldn't do that, so fuck it. But there's exposition all along. And this is kind of the same way. It is the first half with exposition done brilliantly. There's a lot of things that needs to be explained about the plot, but it's done, you know, when you don't think about the exposition. That is a great film. All right. And then, okay. So my problem with Steven Spielberg from 1999 and onward, by the way, I think War of the Worlds is a vastly underrated Steven Spielberg film. I love that film. Anyway. He got the Janusz Kaczynski guy, whatever his fucking name is. The whole video is about me getting drunk and watching Jurassic Park. So give him a fucking break. And also bring back turtlenecks. So the cinematography. I find cinematography, or whatever his face is, now from 1999 and onward, to be because I'm a cinematography nerd. I'm a painter and everything, so I really care about composition and visuals. Like, that's why I like Denis Villeneuve much more than Christopher Nolan, because Denis Villeneuve uses the visuals in a way, like, he is a master of showing and not telling. But anyway, fuck it. This film has a great pacing, but it's refreshing and so nice to see a Steven Spielberg film that is not like, has this white light from every fucking window coming in like this. And I hate the cinematography that his film has now, and this doesn't. And also, this film was made the same year as Schindler's List, which is Steven Spielberg's best film. I love the Schindler's List, and I love dark movies. So anyway, the Schindler's List is for another time. But think about this: he made that film, Jurassic Park, the same year as Schindler's List. That's fucking. I think he made Schindler's List before Jurassic Park. Doesn't matter. Fuck it. The whole thing is that I don't do research. I'm doing this from the top of my head, right? I don't do research. Not on YouTube. This is real, bro. That one guy is a pedophile. You know, the Wayne Knight? Is that the fat guy? I always liked him. From Seinfeld. I don't like Seinfeld. I love Curb Your Enthusiasm. I don't like Seinfeld. Wayne Knight, Hugh Knight, Wayne Knight, something. I like that character, and I like how he performs him. He's sort of trash, but he's kind of likable trash, and you kind of like, you understand his, but that's it. But he, in the first time you're introduced to that character, that character, he talks to a guy who you're immediately, okay, he is a fucking asshole and wants to sell Jurassic Park things. He meets a guy, and that guy was a pedophile in real life. All right, so that's it. 14 minutes. Fuck. All right. So we're 20 minutes in, and I have more notes. Woo! All right. So you hear in a helicopter when you fly and you see the fucking island. You hear the John Williams theme, no, for the first time. And that theme carries over to actually the helicopter landing, they driving, and then the scene, which is a fucking fantastic scene. Where you don't see the dinosaurs, you see the reaction from Laura Dern. Well, you see Sam Neill and Jeff Goldblum sort of looking away, and you don't see them, but you see Laura Dern not reacting because she's, into fucking reading something. So you see Sam Neill doing this or whatever, and then you see her reaction first. She's fucking amazed. She has this reaction on her face. And then you see the dinosaurs. And then the theme comes back. That's a great way to introduce. That's what I tried to say about the fucking Girl with the Dragon Tattoo film, which my review of it is terrible, but David Fincher does that in that film so many times. You see the reaction of people. You are curious, what are they reacting to? And then you see the thing. Oh, no. Almost. Okay, so Jurassic Park logo. The Jurassic Park logo. You know, it's like the Ghostbusters logo. It's so simple. And so you have the black fucking T-Rex with the red background that pops really well. And you have the Jurassic Park thing in yellow. It's so simple, but it's so iconic. And it's difficult to make something simple. As an artist, I fucking know. That's not easy. Scratch that. All right, so this is interesting. You get introduced with Jeff Goldblum's character. I don't know their name. Who gives a fuck? Jeff Goldblum's character, and he comes off as this asshole. You hear his laugh. I'm a bad impersonator. Fuck it. You see him in black clothes, which means he is very. He knows how to dress, but it's kind of a bit too much, and it feels, compared to the other ones, like Sam Neill and Laura Dern, who are dressed in appropriate clothes. He is dressed like a fucking douchebag, That's great. I love the introduction of him in the helicopter. And the Lost World. Maybe I'll get to that. If you like this, I can do this with drunk reviews or whatever with the other Jurassic Park films, All right. But this I found interesting. Sam Neill character in the helicopter. This is gonna be long. Jesus Christ. Sam Neill in the helicopter can't do his belt. He doesn't. There's something wrong with the belt, or he just doesn't know how to. But he ties it in a fucking thing, a bow or whatever you call it. But that shows he is adaptable. If something doesn't work, he is adaptable. He's a quick thinker. He is a quick thinker. And that, my friends, are, instead of referring to something, dialogue-wise, where, oh, here's that, whatever. It's shown. And it's shown brilliantly. And I promise you, the brain sees that. Even though you don't know the brain sees that, the brain sees things like that. If you want to see something like with plenty of fucking visual storytelling, Better Call Saul. Better Call Saul, better than Breaking Bad, just a little bit. Because Breaking Bad has season 3, and every season of Better Call Saul is just great. So, yeah. That's it for now, and I'll update you. All right, I'm back again. This is another update. Cheers. All right, so fucking 27. This is gonna be long. 27 minutes. Fucking YouTube, man. Before I started this fucking YouTube channel, I got drunk while watching films. Just watching them. But now I'm making all these fucking videos and everything. Ugh, god damn it. So I made a lot more notes. So I'm fucking trying here. Give me a break. So I read somewhere that dinosaurs, god damn this fucking phone. dinosaurs are there in the film in 15 minutes, around 15 minutes. But the thing that the film does brilliantly, which I was sort of talking about earlier, is the reaction shots. That's how the film sells everything, you know. And we'll get to the T-Rex scene. We'll get to that. But, okay. Yeah, also, again, everything is from the top of my head, all right? So these dinosaurs with the CGI and everything, also done anatomically with robots, okay? It's seamless. This is from 92, 93, something like that. 94, I think, whatever, doesn't matter. But it looks better. Oh, hey, I can say that. It looks better than the fucking Marvel films. But did you know, there's a clip of this somewhere, that they tried, especially the raptors, in the end, they tried stop motion, but that fucking sucked. There, you know, you can look at it, that sucked. I've never been a fan of stop motion, never. I think that's why they tried CGI, being bold, and oh goddamn my neck, that paid off. Fucking getting older and everything hurts my neck, and if yeah. So when they come into this hall, you know, god damn it, and they see this T-Rex in the bones, you know, and you know the ending. When the real T-Rex just crashes the bone T-Rex, rah, and in the Jurassic Park, you know, fucking thing, just, and that's a great ending. This, not this piece of paper, but the bone, the thing there is a fucking great setup to that. It's a great setup. And when they go up the stairs, I can't show you because fucking copyright, but there's a shot of the fucking, you know, head of the fucking T-Rex with like music, dark music. Like, it's a great setup. Oh. That was the T-Rex. I don't care, man. I just don't care. So, yeah. Here's the thing. You know, when they go... Okay, so when they go into the fucking thing where they see the fucking movie, that's fantastic. Again, exposition in this film is so great. It's like... Suddenly they introduce all these things on how they extract the DNA from this fucking thing with the fucking fly or whatever it is. But then they show a cartoon. And they do it so entertaining. And you understand it's for kind of the kids, but also it's, you know, it's so boring exposition they're talking about. But it's shown, you know, you could do it without the cartoon, but with the cartoon you change it up visually, you know, and it keeps us people, you know, entertained. Like, oh, they changed it up. That's interesting. And also I want to talk about reaction shots, which I talked sort of about before, but, or did I do it again? I don't know, whatever, man. So we have these reaction shots all the time in the fucking film, and that, didn't I say this before? Whatever. So the same reaction shots are during the exposition film. And again, it's changing up everything. If you just watch the exposition video, the cartoon and whatever, that's it. But you mix it up with the reactions of them. Whatever. Cartoon. Yeah. Yes, this is a point. Spielberg fucking knows his audience. At least he did. The way he shows exposition is not pandering to the audience. It's not like Christopher Nolan. underestimating his audience, like making films like their TikTok videos, editing like this. Christopher Nolan underestimates his audience, and he is not that great with exposition, if you ask me. He does exposition with cutting and having music that's very loud and everything, but there's still people talking, walking and talking. Here it's done brilliantly, you know. It doesn't feel like they're pandering to the audience. It feels like, just feels like he wanted to make a good film. And the cartoon thing, you could say that if you know, that's for the kids, but fuck it, it's for me too. I'm curious about the thing. Yeah, and then a negative about the film. A negative about the film. The lawyer. He's a lawyer. That's his character. He's a cheap lawyer. And in the 90s, lawyers fucking sucked. And, oh my neck, god damn it. Did you hear that? I broke my fucking... Anyway. But just to say, you know, psychologists in the 90s in film were just shown as being incompetent, unnecessary, and awful. And that says something about America. If you are my generation or kind of a little bit before, and you grew up with Lethal Weapon, with the shrink lady being fucking incompetent and blah 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 and getting fun of, that's a gripe I have with those films. Lawyers, not so much, but kind of lawyers, but mostly shrinks. But that isn't here nor there, nor there. Oh, god damn it, I hate this already. This is gonna be so long. Just, you know, whatever. Alright, so another update. 41 minutes in. God damn it. More notes. Okay. So we're in this scene where they eat now. You know, that scene where Jeff Goldblum, I wouldn't call it a monologue, but he has, you know, there's a dialogue. He has points, and we establish him and Sam Neill's characters and what they think about this whole thing. And Jeff Goldblum, it's before the dinner, alright. So Jeff Goldblum with the raptor comes out of the fucking egg. You know, remember that? The little small. And I love that scene because it's shown as like so, with the music and everything, it's shown as so magical and endearing. And we see this little baby dinosaur. But Jeff Goldblum's character is skeptical from the fucking start. It reminds me kind of me. I'm always skeptical about things. Yeah, okay. So that's it. That's oh yeah. So my note is guy with hat collects character, and my writing gets more and more awful because of. Hey, but this is the part of the thing, you know, off the cuff, real, me and you being real, and me being fucking drinking, because I have a problem. Doesn't matter though. We all die. At some point, we all die. Life is nothing. But the guy with the hat. So we see this endearing thing with the dinosaur and the egg and everything like that. And Sam Neill asks, he should have known though, but Sam Neill asks, what kind of a dinosaur is this? And they say raptor, and you see the fear in his fucking eyes. And then it cuts to the scene where this coolest character in the whole film, the guy with the hat. Okay, so Sam Neill has a hat too, but this guy has a fucking hat. It looks like a sort of a British imperialist or colonist, you know. It looks like a guy who hunts, you know, extinct. Like the guy in The Lost World, this bald guy. There's a deleted scene from that film where, well, it doesn't matter. I'll talk about that later. But he's a cool character. And he talks about, you have this raptor things, and he talks about the cage that they're in. And Laura Dern asks, it says, but these cages has they're fucking, full of electricity. All right, bear with me. Electricity. And this cool motherfucker, he says, like, yeah, well, they try one way or another, but they remember. So they try, so they try this one spot on the fence, but they remember that doesn't work, so they try another, establishing their intelligence, which I love how that is done. Then we come to the dinner scene, and Jeff Goldblum sees everything. From the start, life finds now they were so occupied with whether or not they could that they didn't think about whether or not they should. That's an interesting character because he from the start he seems like a fucking douchebag, like me, but I fuck it, whatever. But he was right from the start. So I'm saying to you now that I'm a douchebag that is always right. Kind of true though. I'll give you that. I'm a fucking douchebag. So that's it. Did you know that the girl who plays the girl, a little girl, so Sam Neill comes to these fucking cars, which are cool as fuck. These cars, Jurassic Park cars are cool. And he like, fuck, there's kids, I hate kids. Oh, God, I hate kids. So he's trying to, he successfully, he doesn't come in the cars with the kids, but that comes later. I love films that has characters with a visible, clear arc. He does. But that girl, she became a painter, and the boy, he grew up to have a large nose, and he played a character in not Banner Brothers, the more mixed show, Pacific. That show is great, but also not great. But that doesn't matter. Okay. And then we go meet Sam. Fucking Jesus Christ. Then we meet Samuel Jackson, and a previous smoker, drinking and watching Samuel Jackson smoke cigarette after cigarette. But this was before he became famous. If you've seen Goodfellas by Scorsese, Samuel L. Jackson has a small part, and he gets killed, immediately. And if you've seen The Exorcist Part 3, Exorcist 3, which is a really good film, I have it on 4K, Exorcist 1 on 4K, and Exorcist 2, not 2, no, the 3 in 4K, also called Legion, I think. But Samuel L. Jackson has not a small role, he has a background character. What do you call it? Statist? Whatever, background character. But he talks in a dream sequence in that film, but it's not his voice. I don't know if you found any of that interesting, but I don't care, it's my channel. Alright. So I have more notes. Yeah, whatever, fuck it. So they drive this, or the car are self-driven, electronically, or whatever. And they drive, and they're gonna see the T-Rex with the goat, they see nothing. They see no dinosaurs. And the build-up is great. Okay, so we saw, the little raptor fucker, the baby in the fucking thing. And I saw this Brachiosaurus, Stegosaurus, with the long neck thing. You saw that. but you have never seen the Meat Eater yet. And this is a great build-up to the T-Rex and ladder, the raptors. Yeah, and there's a little scene that I noticed, like now, with Richard Attenborough's character and Wayne Knight, the fat guy. It's nothing wrong with being fat. I have a stomach. I'm not fat, but I have a bigger. You know, it's nothing. I'm not. Fuck it. Doesn't matter. Life is short or long. Doesn't whatever. It doesn't matter if you're like. It doesn't matter. Oh, so. But I love that little scene where Richard Attenborough and that not skinny guy have a little conversation about the large guy talking about him having economical problems. And Richard Attenborough says, I don't judge people for having economical problems, but I do expect them to pay. Something like that. And just by that, you have sort of a dynamic between the two. Just by like scenes like that, you don't remember them as a child, but as a grown-up, everything is set up perfectly. Everything is fucking set up perfectly. Fat guy Richard, yeah. So this is my notes. Fat guy Richard at talking economics. Not seeing T-Rex. Well, I did that. Oh yeah, and there's a little cute little scene where Jeff Goldblum says they're looking for the T-Rex, which they don't see yet. And Jeff Goldblum says something about dinosaurs eating man, whatever fuck. But then Laura Dern says dinosaurs eat women. Dinosaurs eat man. Women inherits the earth. I guess you boys, you anti-feminist fuckers, you hate that, I guess. But I like women, so I like feminism. Doesn't matter. But in that the cute part about that is she says that Jeff Goldblum and Sam Neill's character turns their head against her, and you see that in the background. But Sam Neill's character smiles, which is a cute little way of showing like they're in a good relationship and he knows her, and that's why he smiles. I just love that little detail. Also, when Richard Attenborough is with Samuel L. Jackson, and they see these computers, these cars that is driven electronically, they'll have cameras in it, and Jeff Goldblum says something, whatever, and Richard Attenborough says, "I really hate that man," which is a great, because they are the characters that really are on the opposite spectrum completely. Richard Attenborough is like a child, loving it, like I have completed my dream. He's just like a giddy little boy. And Jeff Goldblum sees the flaws in everything at fucking first sight. And those two, and I love that Jeff Goldblum's character is sort of obnoxious and fucking lame, but he's right. And I love characters that are like in Red Dead Redemption 2 or 1. Uncle, he's like lazy and everybody hates him, but he's right. He is right all along. He has this dialogue with Dutch, and whatever, doesn't matter. This is not about Red Dead Redemption 2. So that's that. Those notes. Oh, all right. All right. More notes. We're 54 minutes in. This is not me pretending to be drunk. This is me getting fucking drunk and watching Jurassic Park. Like I'm saying in the thumbnail, I'm not full of shit, you know. Nobody can blame me for being full of shit. Well, man, you know, maybe. I've been called manipulative. That's not, doesn't matter, nothing to do with Jurassic Park. All right. So, yeah, another point where we have reaction shots. So they're driving these fucking cars, electronic cars, and then we see Jeff Goldblum flirting, obviously, with Laura Dern. And that says a lot about Sam Neill's character, because you never see a reaction shot of him reacting to them obviously flirting, because he loves, for him it's passion before love. For Jeff Goldblum, it's fucking before, you know, whatever else. But while they are flirting, you see the reaction shot from Sam Neill looking at the Triceratops, you know, the fucking, you know, when I was a kid, I can say what his fucking name was, the dinosaur, the horns, you know, the one that's laying there, sick, shitting all over the place. And those animatronics, by the way, are fantastic. Fantastic. Again, the shitty Marvel films. Where's the animatronics, man? That looks, you know, fuck it. So, anyway, again, reaction shots, you know? Yep. Yep. See, yeah, all right. So, camera work, Steven Spielberg's camera work. You have the famous one take where in Jaws, where the main character, I think, and the mayor are talking, and they go on this ferry, this boat ferry, and it's like they're just talking, and they just keep the shot, and you see everything in the background, and the ferry going like that. Steven Spielberg has so many one shots, but he cuts it off right before it becomes like, you know, in Birdman, I love Birdman, but yeah, that's the thing. But there's a lot of one shots in things where it goes too long, and you just are too aware of it's being a long shot. But Steven Spielberg fucking knows how to use the camera, zooming in or going this way and that way, which reminds me of Rian Johnson's work in The Last Jedi, which I'll die defending. Like Jordan Peterson, would you stake your life on it? That's how belief is, staking your life on it. I don't know if I'd stake my life on it, but The Last Jedi is a great film. And Rian Johnson showing his camera work in that film, and if you see the trilogy as of now, Knives Out trilogy, you can see that he doesn't use the camera work in the same way, which means he is flexible. He knows what kind of camera work needs to be. That doesn't matter. This isn't about The Last Jedi. That's notes for now. This. Oh. All right. This is the scene. This is the fucking scene. Woo-hoo. Everyone from my generation and whatever knows what scene I'm talking about. This is so awesome. I can't wait. I was so giddy. And I might not take notes anymore because I had to charge my phone. But now it's sort of almost fully charged. But you know, they're going back to the T-Rex, and it's raining, and we see the goat, and the fat asshole is driving. You can't see through the glasses. I do remember, whatever, doesn't matter what I remember. I'm gonna update you on this fucking thing. It's that's it. I hope they don't copyright me because of that scene, but oh yeah, bitch. This scene is so awesome. You remember that, right? I thought it was the fucking dinosaur with the who killed the fat guy. I thought that was before this scene, but it's not. And the goat is gone. So cool. Fuck, that's how we build tension, right? That's how we build fucking tension. Oh yeah. Oh, fuck, I dropped it. Yeah, fucking drop it. Yeah. Oh, you T-Rex. Yeah, bitch. I'm just gonna film me react to the whole scene. Oh yeah, yeah. This is so cool. This is so fucking cool. Oh. And that's how you show the T-Rex, you know. CGI, you know, use rain to, you know. Me too, man. I hate being right all the time. That's what he said, Jeff Goldblum. I do too. Well, 50%.
Keep absolutely still. Suspicion is based on movement.
This is better. Yeah, I'm just fucking whatever. Animatronics. The animatronics is so awesome. Close the door. Don't do that. This is nostalgia. But it's not just. This is a great fucking film. Almost perfect. Is it Stan Wilson? Stan? I think it is. Oh, fuck. Don't use the flashlight. Oh, fuck. This is so great. This is so fucking awesome. You know, it looks so much more real than crap nowadays. The last fucking thing that looked awesome, effect-wise, Davy Jones from Pirates of the whatever. Oh yeah, it looks so good. It looks so good. Thomas can go fuck himself. Don't do it, Jeff Goldblum.
sort of feel like it seems like, you know, Sam Neill does the flame thing, which is a good character thing because he sees the kids are in the car and the lawyer just ran away. So the kids are in the car and Tyrannosaurus Rex is just the car, right? So Sam Neill is finding these light things, and you see him, you know, do this, but like, yeah, he's trying to save the kids. But then Jeff Goldblum does the same, and he gets fucked, you know, in the fucking thing. It seems like almost, I don't think Steven Spielberg did the reshoot thing, but it feels like he was dying there, and there was some sort of thought, no, maybe I shouldn't. I don't think there is. You know, in Gremlins, Spielberg advised Joe Dante because Gizmo was supposed to die in the middle, and Steven Spielberg advised him wisely to still have Gizmo in the film and not dying, because you can't kill a cute character like that. That's why you see in the second half that Gizmo is in his bag all the time, or ryggsäck, I don't know what you call it in fucking English, but that's the truth. And still Steven Spielberg understands things like that. I have to piss, or whatever. At least I didn't shit myself yet. This looks so great. It looks so fantastic. Now he kills the lawyer. Well, maybe it doesn't look like Jeff Goldblum. Just kidding. Yeah, this is so cool. Yeah. Freeze! She's screaming as yeah.
Don't move.
Oh, don't move. All right.
We don't move.
Oh, the scene where the fucking leg on it. Oh, it looks so great. This is from 93. Jesus. Wow, I'm amazed. Ah, God damn it. Yeah, I'll stop now. This is getting long.
So I just, thought, like, me and my brother collected dinosaur toys, I thought, we have some dinosaur toys which our nephews have played with every time they're here. I thought, fuck, that would be cool, because I have a T-Rex same toy. But I didn't find it. I find this little fucking McDonald's toy or whatever. Also, since you don't care about my art things, I gotta promote myself here. I do portraits, all right? I do portraits. That's my father. I do portraits. That's what I do, Not this garbage. I do this, which is also garbage, but none of you cares about the art things I do. That's fine. I don't blame you. That's fine. But, I gotta, introduce them some way. Motherfuck. Alright. I also me and my brother, you know, fuck big is that, what's that called? You know, not puzzles, but, you know, airplanes, cars, you just have like a building set and you use glue and you build them up and you paint them. You know what I'm talking about? Whatever, it doesn't matter. Well, it does though. But that was, so I had a T-Rex toy, but I also have a building set thing of a T-Rex. But I was a kid, so I painted him like fucking terrible. But I remember seeing the same fucking set, like people doing it, you know, grown-ups with airbrush and whatever, doing it really great. And it's that scene. And my brother had that dinosaur in a build set thing. I remember that. Fuck, it's so nostalgic, you know. This is my notes. Look, it's 3 decks and some writing. All right, so this shot is of the thing he put all the embryos in, and Spielberg has said that he deliberately put that in to set up a sequel. But the guy who, I don't remember his name, the guy who wrote the first book wrote a second book where that didn't have anything to do with anything. So that's why The Lost World is, you know, without that. But it was made to be a setup. And if you want me to talk about The Lost World while getting drunk, I guess that's the gimmick right now. I guess that's the gimmick. So just say so. Alright, so this is the scene where the car, you know, Timmy, what a lame name. Timmy in the car, fuck you, piece of shit, fuck. Timmy's in the car thing. But do you want to see me chug a beer? I'm not good at chugging beer, but, you know, I'll do anything for content, I guess.
Tim.
Oh, fuck. Oh. Now it's this scene. I can't show you the scene, but it's Jeff Goldblum. They find Laura Dern and the cool guy find what's left of the lawyer, and they're searching for Sam Neill and the two kids, and they find Jeff Goldblum. Oh, god damn it! Whatever, doesn't matter. And we have this kind of underrated scene. I don't know if anyone's talked. Well, it's overshadowed by the T-Rex scene with the kids in there. They were cool. Well, T-Rex running after him in the car. That's pretty fucking good, man. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good scene. You know, this scene where you see the Tyrannosaurus Rex and everything, and if you fucking YouTube are gonna copyright this, anyway, it's this scene. Oh, there we go. Now it's the nice little scene where Sam Neill and the 2 kids are in the tree, and Sam Neill are doing the thing with the dinosaurs, and the girl are kind of hesitant about the whole dinosaur thing, and she tries to, you know, she's convinced of petting the fuck. What is it called? Stegosaurus? What, doesn't matter. What the fuck?
and the fucking dinosaur sneezes on her. But it's a good character moment between him and the kids. And it's that scene where Sam Neill finds in his pocket, he finds the bone that he threatened the kid in the beginning with, and he throws it away. Again, an arc. It symbolizes he is done threatening. Kids, whatever, doesn't matter. Fuck it. All right, so now it's the scene where Richard Attenborough has the scene with Laura Dern. And he talks like a child, and he has this little monologue about basically having the dream from when he was a child, and now he's an old man achieving that dream. But he's also showing how naive he is, talking about, well, this didn't work, so next time it will work. It's a great scene where you sympathize with the villain. That was like, if I'm not mistaken, again, I'm not doing any research. I'm doing everything from the top of my head, because it's, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I'm right, I'm right. But he is sort of on paper the villain, but he's so sympathizing and relatable because of this scene, but also because how the way he's played. What the hell kind of shot is? What kind of shot is that? That's what, whatever. Why am I at this part? So this is where So why am I keeping my mouth shut at this point? Well, there's nothing, to say. Either than cool guy says clever girl. That's awesome. But during action scenes, there's like not that much to say. So that's why. Also, I'm fucking not necessarily wasted, but drunk. And my analytic mind, I'm killing my brain cells for a reason. So, yeah. So now Laura Dern sees the arm of Samuel L. Jackson. But I gotta point out that you still haven't seen the Raptors. You have seen the T-Rex, but you haven't seen Raptors, which was built up from the start. From the fucking start. Now it's the scene where Samuel pretends to be electrocuted, but the kid is, because Laura Dern turns on the electricity, but he survives. So now where Laura Dern turn on the electricity, and right after she does that, and the kid gets electrified, but whatever. Right after that, she a raptor comes out behind her, and that's the first time we see the fucking raptor, and that's 1 minute 43, 1 hour 43 minutes. That's the first time we see the raptor, and she moves backwards, and whatever, she gets this hand from Samuel L. Jackson, and she says, Arnold or whatever his face he's called, oh thank God. And she takes the hand, and it's a cut off hand with blood on it. And I remember people talking about Christopher Nolan and The Dark Knight, that they pushed PG-13, which they certainly did, but there was no swear words, there were no blood at all, nothing. But this push is pushing. I was sort of aware of the PG-13 thing during the Dark Knight. It's not a thing in Norway. We're much more liberal like that. Kids can see much more violent things. We don't have the blood and the tits thing that you Americans have. But that scene with an arm with blood on it, it's like, that makes you think that it's more than PG-13. It's the point I'm making is that it's really well balanced, the violence, and yeah. Look, it's Dickosaurus. Now it's the clever girl scene I can show you, but it's a pity he dies. It's a pity that guy dies because he's so awesome. He shows there's so little of him and he's so awesome, and it kind of carries through the Lost World with the bald guy. But I don't want to talk about the Lost World now. Yeah, clever girl. Yeah. It's a pity he died because he's kind of the coolest one in this, you know. Again, Dickosaurus. Oh, now it's the scene where Neil Simon, Sam Neill, meets Laura Dern, and the boy eats fucking food with the girl, and now the boy is seeing something in the background. Oh, this is so great. Again, reaction shots, you know, the boy is seeing something and you see his reaction. But better than that, but even better, you see her reacting to him, and she's eating green jello, and it's shaking. Steven Spielberg, man, Jesus Christ, Jurassic Park should be called the reaction film. But you understand what I mean. Jurassic Park, what makes Jurassic Park great is reaction shots. He understood the limitations of the time, of technology of the time, and the budget, how big of a budget it was, but I understood the power of reaction shots. It's her that's seeing the raptor in the background. All right. There's some shit on the camera. But give me a second. There we go. It's her. Yeah. This is great. This is fucking great. You remember that? And this is where they try to make the raptors in stop motion. That's the raptors. They try to make it in stop motion, and it's fucking sucked. I don't know. I tried to draw John Peterson, but it was just a random guy. But yeah, it was just a random guy. Wait a minute. Give me a fucking chance, man. Oh, that looks terrible. Oh, this is bad. This is me drunk drawing. How is this Jordan Peterson? How the fuck is this Jordan Peterson? Oh, whatever. Doesn't matter. Just look at this shot, you know? This was supposed to be stop motion, but it's CGI. You know? I don't want to film it closer because of copyright and everything, and if this is copyrighted, I'll draw a giant dick on this, but because drawing dicks are, you know, apparently funny when you're fucking drunk. But this scene is so awesome. Do you remember the scene where the kid girl, is hiding in this fucking thing, the oven or whatever. So he's trying to close down the thing, and the raptor sees her, and the raptor goes, "Rah," and it's a reflection. Oh my God, that's a good little, thing. Bait and switch. That also happened in Shakma, a film about a monkey, a baboon who kills a whole bunch of people. Again, I'm taking all this out of my ass, all these facts and whatever out of my ass. So I know that's right. I'm always right, but I don't know if Sharkman was before Jurassic Park, but if Sharkman was before Jurassic Park, Steven Spielberg has, did he take that from Sharkman? So they finally get into the control room, and Sam Neill has this locked door, and he says, whatever, I don't remember. Fucking hell, this is great. This is a great review. But he knows, shut the door or whatever he says. I don't know. But then the shut, you see it in the circle where, you see the rat. Fuck me. God damn it. So there's a window in the door, in the circle, all right? And then you see the raptor, and the camera goes from Sam Neill being stressed as fuck, and the camera goes up to the raptor. It's great. And then I think the girl has to do something with the computer or whatever. By the way, has that been established in the film? Her being a computer nerd? You know what? Taking a consideration about how the film, is so perfect in so many ways, and how it establishes things and exposition and everything. I'll give Spielberg that. I trust in you, Spielberg. That has been established, but whatever. Okay, so this scene is where the girl goes down a fucking thing, and she looks up, and I try to rewind and pause it where she looks up, but it's a split second, and I kind of don't care anymore. This is long enough. But that is CGI. They put on, this is a stunt woman, and they put CGI her fucking face on the stunt woman, which, again, it's 92, 3, 4, early 90s, 2 or 3, I guess, whatever. But again, the effects are amazing. All right, what is sort of lame plot hole wise is we're at the skeleton thing, which was set up in the beginning, which I talked about, and now they're climbing onto the skeleton and whatever, and the raptors are coming, but they set up in the mid of the film where you have the glass, because of the Tyrannosaurus Rex that are coming. But now you don't hear him at all. He just shows out of nowhere, Ex Machina. There's Ex Machina, which means God's hand or whatever it meant. But but you can call it lame. You can nitpick it. As I've said before, I don't care about plot holes. It's just satisfying.
narrative way.
So you're just gonna see me now, but I'm gonna play the scene, and you'll hear the scene. I hope this doesn't get copyrighted. You know what scene I'm talking about. Yeah. Yeah, bitch. This is so cool. It's so satisfying. It's such a great payoff from earlier. Jurassic Park flyer gets down, whatever. T-Rex eats the fucking raptors and everything, or whatever. Now they're in the helicopter and you listen the music, no, 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 but it's played with soft piano playing, and Richard Attenborough looks at his fucking cane, which is the insect in it, and he contemplates something. And also Sam Neill hugs the children. It's just, and Laura Dern looks at him and like with a smile. It's just great. It's just great. And he looks out the window with the birds. Which the third one, he looks out and there's these fucking dinosaur things. The third one. I don't want to talk about the sequels because maybe you want to be able to talk about them later. I suspect not. But fuck Jurassic Park, man. Yeah. Hey ladies, look me up, man. Fuck yeah. Directed by Steven Spielberg. So this is it. And remember, fuck you. No, seriously. If you like this 2 hour, I guess, I don't know, drunken, but you know, as Sam Neill had an arc in that film, I did have an arc while watching the film. I went from sober to fucking, let's call it what it is. I'm wasted right now. All right. So that's it. Bye.